Okay, so we're back with Creative Control, and today's episode is going to be about philosophy, morality, semen.
Alright.
Not really.
Yes.
But we just gonna spice it up. You're here with Stephen Chinn,
Zane Freeman.
Charles Daniels.
T. Hayes.
Lamster. Okay, and let's just get right into it.
No, we're not doing that. You know what we're doing first. Go ahead and say it again.
Come.
Semen.
Go ahead, tell him y'all bullshit. Tell him the bullshit.
So essentially, we believe that semen is life force. So whenever you bust the nuts, you're giving off some life, and it depletes your energy. That's why after you smash a chick, you just like, damn, fuck. You feel me?
Facts.
These men were talking about, oh man, I feel so horrible after I bust. Like, it's estrogen.
Ain't nobody saying we feel horrible.
We don't feel horrible.
We just feel
tired.
You don't feel like
we feel a decrease in our energy level.
There you go. That covers it all.
When I bust, I feel on top of the world. Okay, I feel energized. A lot of times, like, when I feel, like, if I'm in the bed and I know I gotta get up, like, man, I ain't got no energy, I'll go bust a nut in the sink, and then I'm good.
Oh my God. End the podcast.
Bro.
End the podcast.
You know how much energy I get in the sink?
He said in the sink,
In
bro.
the sink, the toilet?
Hey, bro, you said you had no energy to get out the bed and you go bust a nut in the sink.
Because
so clearly you had enough energy to go to the sink.
But it's not enough to start my day.
Or you need this to get him out of bed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because when I bust it out, I feel, it's like my brain's like, it's like a high.
That's what happens. It's called
I feel energized, man. Y'all talking about, I bust it.
Bro, literally every time,
You're literally doing work. Like, how are you not tired afterwards?
Bro, it's like you bust.
How fast you busted, son?
Maybe it's the
It
calisthenics.
depends on the mood.
Maybe.
I'll bust from anywhere from 2 to 5 in the session. Or maybe even more.
Wait, no, I wasn't talking about quantity per session.
in a day.
No, in a session.
So every day.
In a session.
He's saying he comes 5 times every time he beats his dick.
Yeah, but how? Well,
Bro,
It depends on the mood.
Alright,
If I have a lot, is it daily?
is it daily?
Nah, like it depends. Okay, if I during this winter break, I haven't had a lot of stuff to do, so I've been masturbating more than usual. But during the semester, I don't be busting like ever.
So you just don't have stuff to do.
Not really during the break as much, but during the semester, you know how busy semesters get. You know.
So wow, okay.
It's like spring cleaning.
Cool. Some new
And now on to philosophy.
Yeah, let's stop talking about cum.
You know.
Y'all need to bust, man.
What we're getting? Let's start off with something that's terrible.
Okay.
I like it.
Oh, we should talk about the drown. We need to start.
No, don't let him
Okay, cut that.
I'm cutting the fuck out of that, bro. Will religion ever become obsolete?
Yes.
No.
Yes, it will.
What is
I don't think it will because people need something.
Oh, obsolete is a very critical term in that sentence.
What is obsolete?
Unnecessary.
No,
out of the picture.
Yeah,
Out of the picture.
Oh, well, no, that is very unobsolete.
I think it's all going to become one. We're all going to be one singular.
Oh, religion?
No.
No, I think it's gonna.
I don't think anyone.
It's gonna divide even more than it is.
Yeah.
Because there's so many different mindsets in this world that we're all not aligning.
Which is
one
good, but at the same time, creates more division. So it's like.
But obsolete because the presence of religion is always gonna be there, even if it's people don't abide by it.
That's true. I agree with that.
That's all I have to say.
That's a good piece right there. He just shut everything down.
Yeah.
But, shut the fuck up.
But think about in the year 5,000 or something.
You realize
When we have, because typically we mark out any supernatural things when logic or science come into play. So in the year 5,000,
Or in tandem, but keep going.
when science has become, it surpassed that we need God, or a lot of supernatural things we think is supernatural, then we find out, oh, there's actually science and logic behind this, and then it becomes just, oh, that's just life. That's just how it goes. So in the year 5,000, you think that we'll still need God to answer unanswered questions?
Yes. Because didn't you say earlier that there will always be unanswered questions?
Bro, like gravity.
Universe,
like how you came in and gravity didn't have like a definition, and then they're like, oh, now we have one because we have to have one. Like you're just putting like words to like things that are already just like existing. So 100%.
But to your point, Tyler, that valid point. And to your point, I lost it.
It was a question. The question was,
yes, because people already think like that. There are atheists in the world right now that think we have surpassed the need for God. So,
but that would mean that we know everything and we know nothing.
Yeah, that's what I said. There's always going to be unanswered questions.
My thing of it is, how did this shit start?
Yo, who created? God. Okay, I did a bunch of research on this. So how the internet?
I think I'm about to agree with him.
How the idea of God came about, right? So the early humans, the first thing they started worshiping was like stars and animals, right? Stars and animals. Then the animals branched from weird animals, some shit like that. Then, damn, it's been so many since I brushed up on my research. But it started off with worshiping animals. They would literally worship animals. Then it got more crazy. Then it got more crazy. It just got more crazy.
It just got more. Because if you think about it, our natural instinct is like primal. That's like
it is. We all are
animals,
primal,
deep down. Yeah. So that makes sense.
That brings up another question. I don't know if we talked about this in any of the other podcasts, but it's like saying like humans are animals. We are all animals. Right. So why is it wrong to kill?
Because I feel like because killing has to have a purpose. In the animal kingdom or the perceived animal kingdom, in which it doesn't include us, animals kill other animals for a purpose, whether to eat, whether survival, blah blah blah. So therefore, murder of another human has to be for something. It can't just be in vain.
They do. The murderers have a purpose for killing.
No,
there's
but think about it.
But you're talking about like
that's a purpose.
That's not their. But are they gonna die if they don't feel that?
Their purpose is like a reason they have to do it. Everything happens for a reason. They wouldn't just.
But without this, but I'm saying like, if they didn't kill this person, they would not go into fight or flight.
So what does fight or flight have to do with?
Like
justifying?
Because if you're not eating, you're gonna go into fight or flight. You're gonna be like.
Yeah.
What am I about to do?
We're way more advanced than just, did I eat today? I'm gonna die. That's like lion. That's like animal shit. We're humans. Look at all this.
But you're saying like you can go out to the street right now and just kill somebody, and that was their purpose to die.
To what?
You're saying that you can go out in the street, shoot somebody in the brain, and that was their purpose to die. That's basically what you're saying.
If that was their purpose, that would be their purpose.
But how do you know? But basically saying that is you saying that you believe there is a God or there's a divine plan.
There's nothing divine about murder.
You can't say that everything happens for a reason then.
Reason that's not divine. That doesn't have to be supernatural.
It just is.
Yes. Like if they what do you label that as then? What do you mean? What do you label that as?
Nature, nigga. What do you label as it has to happen or everything happens for a reason? What do you label
as a reason? Hard determinism.
Is there a force that's pushing it?
Hard determinism.
No, we're not rehashing that.
But that's my justification.
But I'm saying, is that not a force?
You can call it a force if you want to.
Because what I'm saying,
there's nothing supernatural about it though.
But how?
Because that would just mean
the definition of supernatural is the fact that it's not natural, and then that's a force that we cannot control, which is not natural.
No, see, now you take out of context. Supernatural means beyond nature and our understanding.
Right.
I can understand why if something happened to this person and their childhood was messed up and they have stuff wrong with their brain, then they turn into a psychopath.
Okay, but what does that have to do with murder?
Murder, everybody has reasons that they do things. I have a reason I did this.
Right.
That was just to show that I did that for a reason. Even though how little and stupid it may seem to you.
I agree. I am agreeing with you.
Murder may seem stupid to you, but that person killed that person.
Is he gonna die though?
It doesn't have to do. It's not a life or death situation. It's just a reason that they did it.
But
that means nothing.
You keep saying
what was the original question?
But what
was the original question?
The question was like, oh my, what was this question?
It's talking about animals eating animals? Or?
Yeah, I was like, if humans are of nature, why can't you kill people? But I don't agree either. I think it needs to be for a certain thing because, like, when you're in nature,
it's not
need to survive.
You can kill people, but it's not socially acceptable.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not okay. Like,
but okay, if you're a cannibal, you're good on killing people,
right?
So your personal justification for murder has to be a life or death situation.
Like you don't need this to like.
Okay, I see how you're going, but my perspective is just murder is a part of life. That's nature.
I don't think murder is a part of life. I think death is a part of life without murder.
Civility can't exist without murder.
Ooh,
that's basically what you're saying.
Wait, what
civilization can't exist without murder.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
But
are you saying it can, or how does that?
No, it can't because that's in our nature to kill.
Yeah, but not to murder, not to plan out a murder
I don't think
for
it's
no
our nature.
reason.
Yes,
okay,
I think
no.
I think our nature is to survive by any means necessary. And if that entails killing, but I don't think it entails killing since we are such an advanced species now, and we can have other sources of food, water, resources, and things like that. Okay, but that's because just
it's in our nature.
People are because I'm not a killer.
No, it is. He's right. Killing is in our DNA.
Surviving.
Right.
No, okay, even if you look at murders in anywhere in like the US, it's for survival. If you don't shoot back, you're gonna get shot at.
But why are they shooting?
But that's a reason though. That's the reason.
That's survival.
Okay, you can survival's fine. I don't know what you're saying.
But I'm saying like it can't be in vain. That's the
but their reason of survival was that's not in vain. If they want to survive, then that's why they killed.
Exactly.
That's the reason of killing.
I am agreeing with you.
So, do you think people kill in vain?
I think they can. I think you can just walk into somebody's home, shoot them in the brain. But I'm saying, why is it? Huh?
Who does that?
Crazy people, like you said.
But if they do,
that's still in vain. That's still in vain. That's still in vain because they didn't have a need to survive at that moment.
But the person that does that sounds like they're schizophrenic.
Okay, but that's still
the reason.
But that's still in vain. You can still have a reason, but still do it in vain.
No, that's like a paradox.
No, it's not.
Have a reason and still do it in vain?
Yes.
That sounds like a paradox, man.
You have a reason and you do it in shame.
In vain.
In vain.
I see what both of y'all are saying. You're saying like there's a reason why people kill with no intention, and that's because of like the mental issues they suffered when they were younger.
Right.
And you're saying killing for no reason at all is unnatural because everything we do has an intention behind it. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. Okay. And because everything we do is for survival.
Right.
Survival.
That's the underlying. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's pretty good.
I think that sums up both sides, really, if you just say that.
Yeah, like survival is a reason that you kill, and then you're like.
I really feel like we'd be agreeing most of the time. We just say it in two different
ways. You say it in different ways. Polarity. Polarity.
I don't think
no, but not at everything. I can debate with you for days, and I love it.
I feel like
I can get inside of you.
Pause.
Same.
Yeah, I don't know.
Same.
Okay, if language influences how we perceive color, what are other things that language could be influencing our view of?
Thoughts. Because like bilingual people, which they usually dream and they're actually I don't know, don't quote me on this, but like they dream in a single language. They don't like usually flip flop.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you say the question?
If language influences how we perceive color, what other things could languages be changing our perception of?
Fat, skinny.
Let's be honest.
I don't think language
itself though.
Yeah, like
because if we had no concept of, you could still point and say, okay, that's one thing or the other.
Eat corn.
It wouldn't. It wouldn't have like. It would just be.
I don't think that's a hard question for me. I think outside of thoughts, I don't really have anything else to say.
Yeah, I've never had to think about that before.
Yeah, that's interesting. It's weird.
Are intelligence and happiness tied together in any way?
Yes, very much so. The more intelligent you are, the less happy you are because ignorance is bliss.
Yeah, I agree. Because I know some Riri's that are pretty happy.
Bro, that's
This man dropped a banger on him.
Oh my god.
Whoa, cut that one.
No, we're not cutting that.
Yeah.
Yes, we're cutting.
No, we're not cutting that. That was amazing.
You said I know someone.
So I'm assuming y'all doing that too.
That sound effect.
You did it too many times.
Sorry, guys.
Was that it for the question?
Yeah, unless you have
Okay.
something else to say.
I don't even remember.
That was a good point you said about ignorance is bliss,
Yeah.
because I'm a firm believer in that. But at the same time,
Oh, yeah.
You said, but at the same time.
you know what? Nah, I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, because the more you realize that life just doesn't make sense, the more
The more
depressing
turmoil
it.
you are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can't solve. I think as we progress, because like think about it as a kid, like kids are like the purest, happiest,
Right.
and then as you progress, you gain more knowledge, and you're like, dang, this is
Like,
really
damn,
like
I kind of paid bit.
this is like a game.
Not even that, just deeper. Like, what is the meaning of life?
Yeah, really.
Literally,
Once you're able to
this shit could have no purpose at all.
My
that's
purpose
true.
is me.
No, but I'm saying, like, literally, after this, after you're humanly body, we don't technically know what happens, so all of it could just be for nothing.
And that doesn't make me sad at all.
Okay, but that's you.
That's
That's what I'm
good.
saying.
Yeah, and that's also the thing. That's why I was conflicted to
But-
answer at first.
No, that's yeah. Okay.
Because I was like, I mean, I got intelligence, but it used to make me sad, but now I have a different perspective on life where it's like, yeah, I'm the shit. Like, I do all this.
That's fair.
That's not real cocky.
So you are
Let me be
egoist.
humble.
So you are
humble real quick.
No, don't suppress
So
yourself.
let me be humble. Looking like he's not about to be humble.
How can you? Yeah, I'm not gonna. Say
I'm dead.
Yeah, that's what made me sound like an arrogant asshole.
Okay, what's the most fertile soil for hatred? Fear, ignorance, jealousy, or something else entirely?
Fear.
Oh my
Fear.
god, that is
Envy.
so hard.
I say envy.
But
Because
it's all a form of fear. All those are forms of fear. If you really drag
Yeah.
it.
But ignorance is not, and I think ignorance is a real thing of fear. I mean, of what was the question?
You didn't finish the question.
Hatred. I think ignorance is a big thing of hatred.
I think hatred.
I do feel.
I
that.
think hatred stems from a lack of, you know,
Like knowledge.
Or
it
just,
can
I think it's
be.
like understanding.
It's like
Okay.
the only reason someone hates is because they feel that within themselves, and you feel that within yourself from something has to make you feel that way. Whether you're aware of it or not, something is making you pour out hate into others, and it's making you feel that way.
I totally agree.
So
100,000%.
I feel like it's a mix of all of them. I feel like
Yeah, but
Fear.
you gotta choose
it's
one.
a-
fear. If anything, fear.
Yeah, fear.
because it's like one of the
Because, like-
strongest emotions.
Yeah.
Because fear can link into all of that because you're fearing that they're better than you because you're ignorant. Or like,
Yeah.
it's like all of it can be linked together. I think
I'm
it's
to
all
agree with
fear.
that one.
Sure.
What's
That also is another thing. Is everything in life between fear and love?
Yeah. We were talking about that.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's
Let me
it.
think about
It's
this.
really it, bro. If you boil it down to everything, it's either your choice.
No,
between
because
fear
then
or
we
love.
get in black and white. And no,
you don't
because
believe
because
in
at the same but fear and so oh god,
Like it's
because
like they're on the end, it's
That's
separate
just
ends of the
because it's a
spectrum, and
spectrum.
then
you can be fearful of love. Like if you have like a love interest and you're fearful to pursue it, right? You're both experiencing fear and love at the same time. But then again, you're only acting in fear or love. So technically, yes, those are the
Yeah.
only things that exist.
Yep.
something else I don't ever think about. So.
huh?
Something else I don't ever think about, so I have no counter really.
You don't ever think about fear or love.
No.
Really?
What happened?
How do you live?
Oh, so
What about Copeland?
oh
Rashid.
Shout out to Copeland. I know you're watching.
I'm weak.
Watching that, bro. He not say, notice how he's not saying nothing, bro.
He thinking about Alin.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
All looking probably bad right now. I'm not gonna lie. Next, cut that.
What is your definition of evil?
Well, evil spelled backwards is live, so
I'm weak.
I feel like the purpose of life is to spread knowledge and positivity, and evil is pretty much the opposite of that. So, yeah.
So once you stop living, you're being evil.
Basically, yeah. I mean, you could live, but really, if you're not helping people, you're not really living. Because I think anyone could say doing something for others feels way better than doing something for yourself. I feel that.
It's because we were brought here to provide for everybody else. Like, what are we gonna do? Just build ourselves.
And then, like, you know, evil people, what do? Take lives. So you're just taking.
We're all greed too.
Right.
So it's selfish.
I have to say this. As of January, 3rd?
Yeah.
Second.
As of January 2nd, 2020, I don't necessarily believe in evil.
Nothing in the world is evil.
Nah.
Hitler wasn't evil.
Nah.
Wow. Guys.
What is that? Hitler was Hitler, man.
Hitler was.
So he wasn't evil,
He did some fucked up shit.
and that's not evil.
Nah.
What is evil then?
Joseph Stalin was worse than Hitler.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like there's varying
Then
degrees.
what would you consider Hitler? Just a normal nigga?
Nah, Hitler was Hitler. He was his own individual doing
Just regular shit.
He was acting out of like you said, greed. He was just a greedy motherfucker.
And that's not evil.
And greed is in all of us. And you can say, well, that means evil is in all of us. But
That is true.
No, but you're equating greed to like evil.
it can.
It can. That's
But that's because that's what Stephen just did. That's why I said that.
oh.
Yeah. But it's because I don't know, evil. Oh, I forgot to say objective, like the objective view of evil. I don't really have.
So bring it back to what we already talked about. If I, being a mentally sane person, right, go up to a random person on the street and like punch them in the throat and just walk away.
Okay.
Or some other deadly act of that nature. That's not evil.
I don't know what the fuck that is. It's fucking weird.
Okay, so you just have no
I
definition.
feel like you have stripped away your layers.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I feel like your I feel like your black and white thinking is really like making you not look at stuff in layers, like you said. Like
Expound on what
I get it. Because I feel like I understand your worldview now. Because you're basically saying it is or it is not. Right?
Yeah.
I get you.
I mean, there's only.
But my problem with that is like you say it is or it isn't, but as soon as you find out, when you think it isn't and you find out it is, then you switch.
Yeah.
There's no in between.
No, it's either right or it's wrong.
I disagree.
Okay. And you can't say
There's so much subjectivity and objectivity in the world. How can you possibly live in black and white?
Oh
Yeah,
no, I live firmly in black and white.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that a coping mechanism? Do you not want
It's
to?
great. It's a great coping
That's
mechanism.
probably how he buzzed 21 nuts.
he said I either do nothing or I do it all.
Can I go for it all? Or I just let it go. Nah, gotta go big and go home.
How much privacy are you willing to sacrifice for safety?
With
What does that exactly
All.
mean for safety?
All of it? Like you'd have someone like standing over your bed while you're sleeping.
If I'm
If it- if it is
100%
dependent on-
safe, 100% of the time, then yes.
No,
That would take everything
Then
out
you're
of
acting out
life.
of
Yeah, because life is supposed to be
like
a
you
gamble.
can't shower. You can't shower.
Somebody's
You're just
watching
standing
it all the
there.
time?
Like a damn
If the
president
same
basically.
person is watching me the entire time and that guarantees my safety 100% of the time, I'm willing to make that.
You're in prison.
Shit, what is God for?
You're in
At
prison.
that point.
Exactly.
I'm not religious.
I'm just saying.
That doesn't mean you can't believe in God if you're not religious.
This is true. Religion is very different from God because I consider myself not religious, but I do believe in God.
Right.
I'm open
Many
to the
people are
idea
like
of
that.
God, but I don't like pray or nothing.
But do you know
That's
it's
the-
God?
God doesn't
it's
even
just
have to-
like it's
It
just a
doesn't
higher
have to
being.
be. Yeah, it doesn't have
Like
to be a
it's-
person or
yeah.
like an entity. It's just like
Religion is man-made, but I do think there are supernatural forces in which composites into a force I call God.
I feel like religion, though it's man-made, I feel like it holds some truth.
I feel like I do.
It
feel
could.
like that.
It holds some truth.
I feel like a lot of things have at least a sliver of truth in it.
Yeah, or just like something you could learn from
Yeah.
it at least.
Yeah.
Because they do say the Bible is like very, very metaphorical. Like everything is a metaphor.
Yeah, people take it so.
I don't know about that.
That's why.
Have y'all niggas ever read
why
this
I'm
shit?
not religious, because people take the Bible so literal.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
mean? Have you read that shit?
yes.
There's some
Through
crazy
and
ass
through.
shit in there.
And
I'm
people
like-
take it so
And
literal.
bro, I be in that bitch trying to find the metaphors. Like, okay, there's some weird ass shit that just happened.
You said, but it's cool.
I'm like, okay, how is this a metaphor? How are we supposed to understand?
I feel like the whole process was like trying to put like trying to make sense of shit.
Yeah.
It's like
That's where you
nobody
mess
had
up.
like real sense
You
of like
can't
what the
put-
world was.
Yeah, you can't
Exactly.
put God, whatever you call it, in a box. It just makes it man-made, whatever you do.
Yeah, you can't
It's your man.
That's what I'm saying. You
why I
can't
don't dabble in
debunk
that.
theories so fast, because
Yeah.
literally anything could be possible.
But I'm not gonna I won't say entertain, but I'm not gonna like, if I think the theory's dumb, I'm not gonna. Oh, have you heard this theory to somebody? I'm not gonna-
No, that's fair. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, just as we can't say it's true, you can't say it's false.
True. But I'm gonna say how I feel. Like,
That's true.
Like Dick said,
That's true, and I respect
I'm
that.
Donald Trump, I'm Kanye West.
I didn't say that. I said you were like them in some ways.
No, I'm Donald Trump. I am Kanye West.
Which one?
Both. Both
Both of them.
We're
I
inside
wish
each
they
other.
were the same.
Whoa.
Oh, chill out,
Yeah,
Charles.
alright.
You go.
Because we can go so much deep. That goes back to the play stuff. How we're all just characters in a story.
Okay, wait. We should talk about that. I'm the only one that's in this room right now. I'm the only one that's actively thinking.
Right.
Prove me wrong.
Exactly.
Like
Because in
Every
his
time you say
reality, literally, we could all be actors, and in vice versa. In my reality, we could all be actors. Because outside of each other's presence, we don't know if we exist.